Hi all, I wanted to make a quick video about an indicator called Adaptive Trend Finder. I've been using this indicator for a couple of months now, and over time I've realized how useful it is. So I'll share my perspective on how one can use this indicator on an intraday basis or on a swing basis or a positional basis. All right, before I begin, I would request you to read the disclaimer on the screen and in the description below, and know that this is an educational channel. With that said, let's proceed. So we'll go to a window where we shall eliminate all other indicators and only use Adaptive Trend Finder. That's it. So in this particular case, you see that I'm on the 2-minute time frame. I'm looking at Nifty 50 futures, and only indicator that is currently working is the Adaptive Trend Finder. All right. My settings over here, I think in the input I have only made this changes. This line transparency, I've made it 1 because I want those two white lines to be very visible. You'll see that if I make this 60, it becomes lighter. See, it becomes lighter. If I make it 80, then it becomes even more lighter, right? I think by default it comes in about 100, but I wear glasses, so I need to see things clearly. I keep it at 1 because I want to see the upper and lower band very clearly. Now the Adaptive Trend Finder also has a middle band, which is currently at 100. It's a blue line, currently at 100. That's why it's not visible. If you make this 100 also 1, then it becomes visible. You can see there's a center line that has come over here in the center. All right. So for the sake of, even though I don't use on my daily charts, I don't use the center line, but let it be on for the sake of this demo, and I'll tell you how I use the Adaptive Trend Finder. I use it more for intraday. So let's begin. All right. Now intraday, it's very simple. First of all, the usage of Adaptive Trend Finder can be from 1 minute to 1 month. Depends how you want to use it. If you're using it for intraday, it's useful on the 3 minutes, 5 minutes chart. If you want to use it for swing trades, again I would suggest it's useful. Let's discuss how it can be used. I would say it's more useful in futures than in options. Reason being, in futures you're not dealing with time decay or theta decay as it's called. So I would suggest, if you're taking positions, take in futures or take in shares in the cash segment, or take in futures, avoid using positions in options because of theta decay. That may affect you. Even if the prices are going up, the option value may be coming down because there's a time element involved in options. All right. In any case, let's just look at the Nifty 50 chart. We're looking at 2 minutes. All right. This is a 2-minute time frame. We're looking at Nifty 50 futures. On 2 minutes, we can confidently say that there's an uptrend. On 3 minutes, it's an uptrend. When we move to 5 minutes, it's an uptrend. When we move to 10 minutes, it's an uptrend. When we move to 15 minutes, you can see that it's an uptrend. 30 minutes, it's an uptrend. 1 hour, again it's an uptrend. 2 hours, again you can see there's a broader uptrend. You see the chart has changed, but the focus is again uptrend. All right. 4 hours, again it shows that in a 4-hour window also it's oscillating, but it's in an uptrend. On daily frame also it's an uptrend. All right, it's oscillating, but it's in an uptrend. On weekly trend also it's in an uptrend. Now, for example, how can one use it on a daily time frame? All right, or say a 4-hour time frame. On a 4-hour time frame, I hope this thing is not bothering you, the sessions break. I'll disable it for the time being and then I'll re-enable it. Okay, so we are now on the 4-hour time frame. All right, how can we use this on the 4-hour time frame? Very simple. Every time it comes low and it's taking a turn from the lower end and it's going to go up now, you can clearly see, right? It's oscillating. Look at the oscillation. Isn't it oscillating? It's a very clear oscillation. Now also I think it's hitting this top portion and it's going to oscillate. So that's my view. All right. I think we are again going to witness a dip in the coming week. But that aside, you can see a clear-cut oscillation. So wouldn't you think it'll be a good thing if you take a futures over here, Nifty futures, say for June, and then ride this whole wave till you see it bending, and when you see it bending, you short the futures and you see it go down. All right. On options, I would suggest you can use it intraday, but for kind of swing and positional, use futures. Don't use options. Would be my initial first thought. All right. So when you're using futures, whether you're using it for index like Nifty 50 or Bank Nifty, or whether you're using it for charts, if you see a clear-cut oscillation, go with the futures when the uptrend is starting, and you can short the futures when the downtrend is happening. All right. Now Nifty 50, you see it in such a way. All right. Let's go back to the 2 minutes and let's look at crude. How is crude been behaving? We'll do the same thing for crude. 2 minutes on crude is showing a downturn. 3 minutes, crude is showing a downturn over here. 5 minutes, crude is showing a downturn. 10 minutes, it's showing an uptrend. 15 minutes, crude is showing an uptrend. 30 minutes, it's showing an uptrend. 1 hour, it's showing an uptrend. 2 hours, it's showing an uptrend. 4 hours, it's showing a downtrend. Daily, it's showing a downtrend. Weekly, it's in a range. All right. So when you look at crude currently, it's oscillating in a range. On the daily time frame, you can see it's oscillating between these two. If you go on a 4-hour time frame, I clicked 3-hour by mistake. Let me click 4-hour. You can see again there's an oscillation over here. Right? It may go till this bar and turn, or it can even turn from here. So you can see, that's why I've also made a video that 4-hour charts are very important. If you search my channel, you will find a video called Why Are 4-Hour Charts Important? Because on 4-hour charts, you can clearly see oscillation happening. All right. Let's look at natural gas. I will not go down to 3 minutes. So let's start with 5 minutes. Uptrend, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Uptrend, 15 minutes. Uptrend, you can see a nice oscillation. 30 minutes. Uptrend, again a nice oscillation visible. 1 hour. Uptrend. 2 hours. Uptrend. 4 hours. Uptrend. 1 day. Uptrend. 1 week. It's about to turn and go up. This downturn is going to probably change. I think natural gas has got the potential to come up till about 400. It's at 246 right now. There are chances that it can come up to 400, but that aside, you can see that only on the weekly charts is showing a downward scoop, and it's at the edge of that, trying to break out. But till the day, the daily is also showing an uptrend. All right. So on a general note, when all time frames are showing an uptrend, that means that particular index or stock or commodity is on an uptrend. If you're seeing on some time frames a downtrend, some time frames an uptrend, that means it's in a range. All right. It's not very clearly defined. Because when you see something like a Nifty, you see that on all time frames, Nifty is showing an uptrend. But that's not the case with crude. Crude is showing different trends at different time frames. So crude is probably oscillating. You can do the same thing with Bitcoin. Let's not do a Bitcoin from 5 minutes. Let's do a Bitcoin, say, start from 15 minutes. All right. It's in a downtrend. 30 minutes. It's in a downtrend. 1 hour. It's in a downtrend. 2 hours. Downtrend. 4 hours. 4 hours uptrend. 1 day. Uptrend. Weekly. Uptrend. So you can say that this particular thing is currently stuck in a range which is more like this. I'll show you the range. Hold on. Where is the box gone? Rectangle. This is the range that Bitcoin is stuck in. It'll either break out and go up, or it'll break down and go down. Let's look at this range on the daily time frame. See, this is the range. It's clearly visible that it's oscillating over here. If it was a very clear-cut uptrend, then on all time frames it would have shown you an uptrend like Nifty is showing, right? So I hope I could make you understand. Now let's go and see how we can use it on a intraday basis. All right, because I use this quite often for trading commodity, so I'll explain it on commodity. I use it on crude quite often. So crude, I'm looking at crude on the 5 minutes time frame or 3 minutes time frame. Just a second. I forgot, only yesterday I was using this adaptive trend finder. So you can see, okay, I'm getting confused because the session break is not on. Is it on now? Let me go to Nifty and check. Okay, the sessions break is on now. So the day starts, yesterday has started over here. All right. Let's look at Bank Nifty. I want to find a chart that I can show you an oscillation in on an intraday basis. Okay, let's do this with crude. So this was a 2-minute chart of crude yesterday. If you notice in the second half, it's showing you an oscillation happening over here. It hits this bottom and then goes to the top, and then it's consolidating over here. It was a tough day for crude. Crude was acting strange, not giving very clear-cut signs. All right, but if you look at something like a natural gas yesterday, it was on a clear uptrend. Day starts over here, it consolidates till here, and then it swings, goes down, and again goes up. So you can clearly see that there is an uptrend happening in natural gas. One could have taken a trade over here when it had come close to this bottom line, and then taken this trade and rid up till over here. That could have been done, right? On crude, the last last 2-3 hours, it was just consolidating. I think I'd made some money in this short position over here. I'm not too sure though. I did a little bit of trading in crude. So again, on intraday basis, let's see where was the action. Fin Nifty, was there any action on Friday? Not much. Mid cap, 3 minutes. Nice up move seen in mid cap. In the second half, you can see over here, it's clearly showing you a trend that is going up. It's not breaking this bottom line and coming down, right? Again, on intraday, you see that it's on Nifty 50. You see that on the intraday charts, it's not breaking the bottom trend line and coming out in the 2-minute time frame. Every time it comes close to the bottom, it goes up again. Every time it comes close, it goes up again. So you can plan your trade accordingly. All right, maybe you can have a strategy where if it's hitting the bottom, you take a trade, and somewhere around the center line you exit. Again, you take a trade, center line you exit. Again, you take a trade, center line you exit. Here you take a trade, little closer to the center line you exit. Something like that. So if you watch this adaptive trend finder on a day-to-day basis, no matter what time frame you're trading with, if you're a 4-hour time frame user, daily time frame user, 30-minute time frame user, sooner or later you will find a way to use the adaptive trend finder, because it's useful from 2 minutes to 2 months, I would say. All right, you just got to watch it every day, and you will see oscillations happening when you're using adaptive trend finder. All right, and they are particularly useful in 4-hour time frames, because the oscillations are very clearly useful. So if you're trading in something like some equity in the cash segment or futures, it can be especially useful for you, especially if you're viewing this on the 4-hour time frame. And on the intraday time frame, it's useful especially on the 2, 3, 5 minute time frame. I usually split the window and use it like this. So my window is split. It becomes more prominent if I use Nifty on one side and Bank Nifty on the other side. You can see that the prominence becomes a little more. I can see the uptrend a little more, defined over here on Nifty, whereas on Bank Nifty I can see that the two borders are well far away from each other. And let me switch this to 5 minutes so that it fits in the window. Okay, so this is how it look if I do a split window on the 5-minute time frame. All right, the trend becomes a little more visible because the area that you're viewing is now squeezed, and 5-minute time frame is very good to use the adaptive trend finder on a split screen. You can do this for Nifty, Bank Nifty, or mid cap and fin Nifty. And if you're doing the same thing for it'll also work for natural gas. Say on the left hand side I want natural gas, and on the right hand side I want crude. So you see, natural gas is clearly showing an uptrend. It wants to go up. This is a 5-minute time frame of natural gas. And on the right hand side I've got the 5 minutes time frame of crude. It shows a clear-cut consolidation happening over here. Only here there was a clear drop from this border. It was trying to go all the way to this, midway it turned, and then again it fell. All right, it didn't go in one shot. It took a slight retracement and then it went. Similarly, you can click on the left hand side, view silver on the left and gold on the right. Maybe you can see that yesterday on Friday there was a clear-cut downtrend. I think silver lost close to 4,000 points on Friday. It was a clear downtrend. Let me switch this to 15 minutes and see if it's going to be clearly visible. Yep, look at this. Look at the silver on the 15-minute time frame. The drop is almost 4,800 points. Silver lost 4,800 points yesterday in totality. If somebody would have shorted silver on Friday from the start of the day, after 1 or 2 hours, they would have made beautiful amount of money. Same is the case with gold, but silver, the fall was more prominent, and the money making possibilities on silver was very high. But look at this chart itself, how clearly you can see that the adaptive trend finder has found a clear-cut downtrend pattern. If somebody on the 15-minute, where do we short? We short here. You see, when it's close to the upper edge, it's coming down. We don't short over here. We wait for it to again come over here. We short. We don't short over here. We wait for it to come over here. Actually, we wait for it to touch over here, but it doesn't touch. This would have been a tricky shot in the end, but you got two very clear-cut shots. One was over here and one was over here. Again over here. Never short when it's at the bottom. Wait for it to shift away from the bottom, either at the center or towards the side, and then short. All right, let's see how Nifty would look on the 15-minute time frame. Nifty looks like this on the left, and Bank Nifty looks like this on the right. Again, you can see the broader spectrum of Bank Nifty is still positive. It's still going up. Nifty is clear-cut going up over here on the 15-minute time frame. Right? Maybe 10 minutes will give us a better view. I also use 8 minutes at times. So I'll switch both to 8 minutes. See, you can see the consolidation happening over here in Bank Nifty. Towards the second half, it's just stuck in that range, whereas Nifty is still moving. All right, Nifty kept moving, but Bank Nifty got stuck halfway through the day. After about 12 o'clock, there was no movement. After 11:30, 12, there was no movement. It was just consolidating, whereas Nifty, it consolidated for a while between 11:45 and 1:30, and then it again started moving up. The bottom line is it's clearly visible when you're using something like an adaptive trend finder. All right, so let's see on the 4-hour time frame. This will be the last one, and after that we'll shut it down. All right, so now we are viewing stuff on the 4-hour time frame. For the time being, I'll get rid of this sessions break. Okay, so let's get rid of this yesterday's consolidation also. So you can clearly see on the 4-hour time frame as well, Even on a split screen, Nifty is on a up move, and Bank Nifty is also on an up move. Nifty is now reaching the upper band of the adaptive trend line. Possibilities are very good now. It's going to start moving downwards. Either it will break, which it has not done so far. All right. So since January, it's always been in the trend line. Possibility of its breaking, I think, is only 20%. If you ask me, 20-25%. Like over here, it broke, but it was of no use. It again came in very quickly. Over here also, if at all it breaks, I don't think it's got the strength to rally up too much. It'll probably go up a little bit and then come down. Time for Nifty to go downwards again is more likely, in my view. It'll either go down or consolidate over here before it finds what to do, but it's definitely not breaking out and going another 700-800 points, in my view. That's the view I hold. Currently it's at about 23,350. I don't see it going to 24,500 in the next 1 week. And Bank Nifty also, you see, it's got a little more room to go on top. It'll probably do that, or it'll start turning from here. That's the assumption I'm making when I look at this adaptive trend finder. All right. So again, guys, let me wrap up this video. Adaptive trend finder is useful whether you're using the daily, weekly, 4-hourly, hourly, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5-minute time frame, whatever you're using. It is handy. It's a very handy tool. I would suggest to use it, especially if you're a swing trader or a positional trader trading in cash and futures. Avoid it in options. On intraday, you can trade it in options, but be careful. On intraday, it will show you the swing on the 2, 3, 5-minute time frame, or maybe even the 10-minute time frame. I use it primarily on the 3 or 5-minute time frame, sometimes 2-minute time frame. All right. Use the adaptive trend finder. I don't think I've made any changes to the adaptive trend finder apart from the visibility of these two lines on top and the center line. In the style section, no changes. In the inputs, I have not changed anything apart from the visibility. I don't think there's anything to change in much to change to begin with. So I've left everything aside. Only the visibility of the lines, I've made it more prominent so that you can see it. All right. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you in some form or the other. Especially use the adaptive trend finder on the 4-hour time frame. I think it'll be of help to you. All right. If it was helpful to you, this video, then like and subscribe to the channel. Share the video with your family and friends. Leave a nice comment if possible. Definitely give it a like, because the more you give it like, the more the channel can grow. All right. And subscribe to our free Telegram channel as well. The link is given in the description below in all our videos. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.